What's up, guys? It's Justin, and are you a doctor or a lawyer? What about an accountant or a hedge fund manager? No? No hedge fund managers watching this? Okay, that's okay. Well, growing up, you've probably heard about these careers as the golden opportunities that open you up to unimaginable wealth and put you up there at the top of society. And in a lot of instances, that's true. Doctors, lawyers, and accountants are all high-earning careers that demand a very unique set of skills, and for those skills, they pay handsomely. But what if you don't feel led to open up people's hearts, or present cases to a jury, or sit at a desk and account? Is it even possible to fund a lavish lifestyle or bring in enough money to retire early if you aren't one of these ultra high-skilled workers? Fear not, because the answer is yes. There are almost an infinite number of careers that will provide you with the income to live more than comfortably. In this video, I'm going to go over 6 careers that you probably didn't think of that can make you rich. And at the end of the video, I'll share with you what I believe is most important when picking your own job. But before we dive in, I'd really appreciate if you'd help out my career by smacking that subscribe button, that like button, maybe leaving a comment on this video. I'm always down to try something new, take your suggestions. I want to hear what kind of videos you guys want to see in the future. So if you have something that you've always wanted to see, go ahead and leave a comment and I'll try to incorporate it. And with that, let's get into the video. Okay, so we're looking for jobs that pay well, and in my research, I define that as anything that paid more than the national average for full-time workers of $55,000 a year. Now, there are a million different studies out there that came up with a million different numbers for how much money Americans actually make, but this was the most central number I could find, so we're going to roll with it. Going along with that, some of these careers are going to pay substantially more or substantially less depending on where you live. A person with the same job title is going to make a lot more in San Francisco, California than they are in Topeka, Kansas, and there's not a lot we can do about that, so keep in mind that these are just averages. If you have a problem with that, I'm not sorry. Go make your own video. That was really aggressive. Actually, I am. Why did I put that? All right, number 1, we have a marine biologist. Now, you want to start out with something cool. A marine biologist specializes in aquatic life. They focus on animals and ecosystems and preservation. They usually do a lot of work in the field, going out and actually getting hands-on experience with wild animals. As a marine biologist, you could be doing anything from tracking sharks to educating about coral reefs. And the cool part is that with just a few years of experience, the average salary in the US is $62,000 a year, with the potential to make 6 figures. If that job somehow doesn't sound cool enough to you, well, number 2 is a food critic. Now, I shouldn't have to explain this one, but for anyone who's never seen Ratatouille, a food critic goes to restaurants, tries the food, and then rates their experience, usually in written form for a publication. If you would like to eat and write and make money, this job is for you. While the barrier to entry is high, the average food critic in the US makes $77,000 a year. And they normally build up their own following along the way, which of course can open them up to even more money-making opportunities. Maybe you're not interested in having one of these crazy careers and you want something a little quieter. Well, what if I told you that the average salary of a librarian is $59,000? While it's certainly not an easy job and you do have to be well educated, pretty much anyone with good people skills and a love for reading can make a really great living by tending to either a public or school library. Perks of the job include unlimited books, as well as the opportunity to educate children about the importance and fun of reading, which you might find incredibly fulfilling. Number 4, and one that's actually really interesting to me, is a video game designer. Now, you may actually need to have more skills for this job than you would for some of those golden careers that we talked about, but if you have a passion for coding, design, and game creation, this could definitely be a fun-filled career. The average salary is $68,000, and who knows, you're only one Flappy Bird away from being a multi-millionaire. And you might not even have to go to college for this one, because graphic design and coding courses are available everywhere on the internet. In great physical shape? Well, good news for you, because the minimum salary, if you're able to make an NFL roster, is $660,000 a year. All you have to do is be a freak athlete and play the country's most popular sport at the absolute highest level. Okay, that might be tough. But if physical fitness is your thing, personal trainers in the US make an average of $63,000 a year. In this career, you'll teach others fitness tips, guide them through workouts, help them plan out their exercise schedules, and maybe most importantly, motivate. Another hugely fulfilling job here, and one that comes with the added bonus of staying in great shape yourself. And number 6 on this list, maybe a little surprising to some of you, is actually a plumber. Now, the average salary does sit right at $55,000, but consider this. If schooling isn't your thing, plumbing jobs usually only require a high school degree and some vocational training. That means you'll start making money at 18 or 19, which is years before most college graduates do. Plus, you won't have to pay off any student debt, so that $55,000 may stretch a lot further. And even better, plumbers will always be in demand. No matter how far along technology advances, it's hard to imagine a world where a Tesla bot comes into your house to fix your sink. And there you have it, 6 careers that'll pay you $55,000 a year or more, some substantially more. If none of those interest you, keep in mind that these are just examples. You're one Google search away from thousands of other opportunities. This is just to show you that there are some really unique and fun ways to make money. Now, at the beginning of the video, if you'll remember, I promised to share with you my number 1 tip for picking a career, and this isn't something you'll hear from society very often. It's certainly not something you'll hear from a finance guy on the internet, but it's this: money isn't everything. Money isn't everything. You should enjoy what you do. You should be really excited about it. There are a million opportunities to make money in life, but you only get one life, so you should spend it doing something that you really love. You can take it from my own personal experience here. You will be much happier making way less money and enjoying what you do way more, especially if what you're doing allows you to live the life that you want outside of your job. Spending 50, 60, 70 hours a week tied down to an ultra demanding job that keeps you from spending time with your wife, your kids, or doing the things that you love just simply isn't worth it. You need to make money somehow, but at the end of the day, you shouldn't hate how you do it. So I hope that you enjoyed this video. I hope that you keep an open mind about picking your career. If you're already in your career, I'm not telling you to stand up from your desk and walk away, but I am telling you to consider where you're at, what you care about, and what the future holds for you. Who knows, this video could be the first step in you making a life-changing decision. As always, thank you so much for sticking around to the end of this video. Don't forget to comment your video suggestions down below. Hit the subscribe, like, comment, notifications, tell your friends, do all of that stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Have an amazing day, and I'll see you soon.